Hello, Jim Laird from Jim Laird Strength and Conditioning. I got a question from Tabitha. She texted me and said she could not feel RDLs with dumbbells in her glutes. She can only feel it in her hamstrings and her low back. So first of all, I'm just going to go over some of the things that I see when I go to like LAC or I go to a commercial gym or even when people I see in here. So one of the things that I see is that people don't understand is when you're doing an RDL, the belly button and the rib cage need to stay together the whole time. So when you set your pelvis, you set your rib cage, you basically want to hinge back and keep that all together. What usually happens is you'll see this. You'll have a scissor in the front, you'll lose the belly button and the rib cage, and then you'll get your hamstrings going, but you'll arch, so you'll get that low back. So what needs to happen is unlock the knees first. If you have a lot of women will hyperextend their knees, that's going to make it really difficult to hinge. So you got to unlock those knees, tuck the pelvis, rib cage stays in line with belly button, and then the hips push back, and then the dumbbells just ride down, and I'm getting a good glute shot right there and a little bit of hamstring stretch. I come back up. A lot of people will force it and go too far. Now there's a couple ways to kind of cheat this to make it a little easier. Is you can take this band, put a band around your waist, and that kind of helps you pull, get the hips to go back with you, keeping that belly button and rib cage together, and then down you go, and then up you go, okay? Another thing we can do, we will elevate the heels to help people get their pelvis in the right spot for the squat. We can elevate the toes, give people that have a hard time hinging an even easier time because the toes are elevated. It makes it even easier to push back, as you can see. And I'm not forcing my range of motion. A lot of people will go down way too far. I'm feeling hamstrings, glutes that come up. Everything's under control. So there's a few tips for you. Make sure you don't lose that rib cage. Everything moves as a unit. Make sure the knees are soft. They're not locked. That's going to allow you to push back in your hips. Try elevating your toes. Try using a band to help pull you back. So there's a few tips for you, Tabitha. Hopefully that helps you out.